Hi, good evening to all of you. Hope all of you have done well with the CLAT 2022 exam. Exam has finished. And so I was one of the person who has taken this exam, and I could understand what type of different paper pattern it was and all those stuff. I will take you to the fine details of this paper but in this short discussion of the CLAT 2022 analysis. Now, let me share a PPT with you so that you get an actual idea about how this was. If you look at, my name is Pranav Mehta. I'm academic head of CLATutor Bangalore. All right, thank you. Now, if you look at the 5 sections which were asked, English was relatively very straightforward. I'm assuming that there comes out to be the student who are good with language, they would figure out the questions were very straight. That means it was not inference based reading comprehension which was tested. It was very direct. Tone of the passage, what this line means, meaning, couple of them, presence of vocabulary was less, but to more or less very straightforward question and an easy section to work on hunt on. Okay, I could figure out that there was one passage which was slightly, not slightly complicated in nature, but anyhow, one passage I could see that that could have been in challenging in terms of understanding. But rest of the passage were very straight. Questions were very straight to answer that. Okay, the twist I could figure out was in general knowledge. Reason behind this comes out, I could see few of the questions which was asked from 2020. Some of the questions were slightly off track as well, like corporate social responsibility, like of data. And rest of the things were very much predictable in lines. If you look at, Russia-Ukraine war, everyone has predicted. So that question was always there. Government, any government project they look at, like Drone Shakti government project, they are definitely going to test you over there. AFSA was also very predictable if you look at, right? And then comes out to be your Sagar Mala project. This is also a government big project. So usually GK you test you over there as well. Okay. Then comes out to be your Gagan like a space Lego project. So this is all up to the mark. Okay. Then you figure out one off track topic. If you ask me, definitely this one, the green strategic partnership, which you can see sustainable development and all the stuff. To some extent, I could figure out this was off track, but that's okay, right? All put together, I could figure out that general knowledge was something which was difficult to handle. Looking at the some of the major events which has happened, and if you try to go back and test the student over there, that makes the paper tricky. Okay, so 15 plus should be good score to hunt about. Okay, legal reasoning, which I was very much surprised by looking at this. The length of the passage was less, but the questions length were very lengthy in terms of understanding. So the student who are spending time in reading the passage and then going for the question and trying to figure out the answer, they must have messed up. Okay, so I could figure out that without reading the passage, having a basic understanding about these details, you could just have penetrated into the question. Okay, not wasting much time in the reading the passage, because it was not dealing with any of the current affairs events and all those stuff. It was pretty much straightforward. What contract says, what type of if you look at some of the passage which talks about special marriage and other things, these were very much straightforward. You could have just directly, looking at the length of the question itself, you could have entered into that. But again, if you ask me, challenges it has in terms of reading, definitely I will consider this section to be the toughest out of all these things. Reason behind, the student gets dragged by reading so much. Okay, a 20 plus should be a very good score to look forward to. Okay, logical reasoning, if you ask me, was one of the easiest section. Again, easiest section, just like your English, it was forward. A lot of questions were from the current affairs event. If you look at, I could see that student must have studied about cryptocurrency. They must have studied about IPCC. IPCC. Okay, there comes out to be one topic which is COVID related. Most of the things, right? Then so all together, the passages which were given in reasoning were more or less easy to understand, easy to comprehend. So questions were also very much direct and all the stuff, right? And QT was not very difficult. If you could have just decoded all the the paragraph, in well mannered. Okay, so only I could figure out that they have twisted, sometimes they have written the girls first, then boys, and then in the department they have not followed the chronicle order of that. So it makes slightly tricky, if you don't read it very closely, though, that paragraph. So quite possible that you can do error with the sequence of the data. Okay, so that's only the trick over there. But 10 plus hunting over there was good enough, and I think I could see this was very much doable section. Okay, all put together looks like a moderate type of paper, not very easy, not very difficult paper. It's a very it can be very easily placed in the middle of that. Okay, I am expecting that the top three NLU should be hovering about 100 plus, so you can have plus minus 2 or 3 marks. Okay, so it can be 97 plus something which can go towards it, or it can be 102 for NLS Bangalore, like those things. But a 100 plus score should come out to be good score to get into the top three law college. Okay, and then all the NLUs ranked from 4 to 10 should be in the range of 90 plus a score, and 10 to 23 80 plus, right? So it is more or less, it all settles down into the previous last year's cutoffs which was placed. Okay, so it looks like this is the what the snapshot of this paper looks like. Further to this, if you have any query to be answered by me, you can mail us at hello@clattutor.com, and do drop a feedback on this section. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. All the best. And please remember one more thing. These are all projected data. Don't worry about this. In next 5 to 10 days, all your results will be there. So you don't have to worry about these, the projections being done by us or some other intellectual people, or whatever you can say them, right? So don't worry about this. Just settle down with your score. If you have done well, all the best for your dream college, and look forward to working hard and do well in your life. Thank you so much.